So how can homeowners stay organized and maintain clear communication with their contractors and professionals throughout the home remodeling journey to ensure that it's done timely? I know that's a lot of people's concerns, like as far as clients go, like I need this done by, next month or 2 months from now or whatnot. Like, how can they help to keep things on track and going forward?
Yeah, great question. Really, a few things. Us and myself in personal, I'm OCD a bit. So schedules, Gantt sheets, spreadsheets, you name it. I like to be very organized and very precise and very thorough for our clientele. One thing that I would say for clients out there looking for contractors is do your due diligence first off, making sure that they're a viable company. Get even references. Check up on them. We're licensed, bonded, and insured with the state of Washington, and we want to make sure that we're always on point. But at the same point, the other end of trying to find another contractor out there, of course, if we aren't your contractor, is really asking and following through with paper trails and emails and correspondence. And having a lot of questions answered, and hopefully we are helping answer those questions for clients to be more educated, to reach out to new contractors and for their work. But the other end of it is just making sure that you find a contractor that is going to be communicative, that is, no matter what, is going to be responsive, because there's so many times we've had clients that have come to us after their heartache of a contractor not showing up, not giving them an estimate, ghosting them,
right,
disappearing with their deposits. Unfortunately, we've just recently had that happen. Or halfway through the job, they just stop.
Yeah.
It's
like
may
something
not
else
be a good
came
fit.
along
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, or they're too busy. I mean, that's the shock is with us. A lot of people ask this, and it's a little side tangent here, but
Yeah.
there's no job too small for us, because it could be an exhaust fan in a bathroom. We could replace something, maybe a few $100s is going to take for this. But what that has opened the doors. One, I like to make sure that people are always taken care of and helped. And we've had a majority of clients come to us and be like, hey, I can't believe that you actually did this. I can't believe you actually gave us an estimate. I can't believe you actually did the job, because we've been spending months to have someone help us. And it just makes me happy to know that they're taken care of, and it's a success, because hopefully down the road they have a referral, because they had such a good experience with us. They're like, hey, we want to help out them too. So it's really, again, it's just education with the contractors, making sure that they're not gonna do you harm in any way. But the biggest one as far as communication is having a paper trail. That's what we ask each of our clients to have, is despite them coming to us and say, hey, we'd like to add 2 vanity lights instead of 1. Whatever that might look like is, yeah, I've heard you, I've had that correspondence, you did tell me this, but I also ask them to send an email to us too, because then that way it's 2 months down the road, especially if our projects are 2, 3, 6 months long.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what I said on a Monday 3 weeks ago. So having that paper trail, because then it's clear correspondence and it's a back and forth, and there's not a he said, she said kind of thing with the client. And even if it's the client starting that with their contractor and asking for that, I mean, that it shouldn't be out of the realm of a contractor being like, we don't do work it that way. It really should be an open source for clients and contractors in general together.
Okay, great. And how, as far as like your communication goes, just out of the gates, do they get a spreadsheet, or do they get, like, what do you give just to kind of keep that communication flowing? And I work with the clients too, kind of along the way. I answer what I can, but I'm always going back to you too. But as far as that goes, what are they getting just at the start of the process, and how do you keep that communication going with them?
Totally. So we have a really good computer program, JobTread, that is our basically our project management software that we use. And what's nice about this software is that if we build a budget, we create an estimate, we send the proposal out to the client. If they just respond directly back from that estimate, it goes into the system and it sends us that same message. So we're getting that same correspondence. They can reach out in any fashion. But there's a lot of other features with that same program, as well as us in general. Gantt sheets, again, schedules wise, you're going to see where we're expecting. And that I want to emphasize expecting, because you never know the unforeseens, whatever adjustments may happen. But the expectation of what the schedule is going to look like. What is also neat about our estimates is that it is from start to finish. It is in order of each of those phases. So site prep and demo is always on top, and all the way to the final touches and final cleans. We have a cleaning company come out and clean the whole project. So it's ready for you. Basically, you get your keys, or obviously if it's a kitchen, I'm not just going to hand you the keys to your house, but basically, hey, here you go. Your project is complete. It's on a silver platter, and all you really had to worry about is what you're going to do after you've moved back into your kitchen.
Right.
But yeah, it's that opportunity they have the knowledge from start to finish of, okay, this is what we're expecting. Our proposals are very detailed. So it's going to tell you everything that we've included in the work. And when we do meet with clients and we're signing the agreements, I personally will go through each of those line items with them. So usually our client appointments for signing contracts is usually about an hour or two. Okay. Because we want to make sure that they're knowledgeable, and if they have any questions at that time, we can help. But from that point forward, there's obviously the process of keeping them up to date as far as their project goes. And like I said, we do a lot of guided walkthroughs with our clients throughout the process. So they get to see excerpts of what their project's looking like, and to keep them really excited, because it's their place, and they're really just, I love making. I'm a people pleaser. So, I love making sure that our clients are always happy, and we tend to do that all the time.